Hi, this is going to be a quick intro into Prusa Slicer. It assumes you already have an STL file that you created in Blender or in any other program. Moving on, we're going to locate the Prusa Slicer. There it is. 2.6 is the version we have. Should be about that version. You don't need to update anything. Just click cancel if it asks you to update anything. Over on the right is the layer thicknesses. Currently it's set to the fastest thickness, which is 0.3, the least amount of detail. Down here are the filament colors and the filament types. Your filament color, I'm going to make a rubber ducky, I'm going to switch it to yellow, all right, and orange for the second color. All right. Your filament type will probably say generic ABS. We want to go to Prusa PLA. These settings seem to be the best. Select all those to Prusa PLA, all the filaments that you're going to use at least. And then we are going to import the file that you created in Blender. So import STL. And the one that I created in Blender looks like this. Click to open. It comes in very small, so I want to make mine going over to the right side here about 3 inches tall. Like a good size for a rubber ducky. In order to rotate your screen, just click in a blank space with your regular old left mouse button, LMB, and you can rotate the screen. All right. If you wish to pan the screen, you can hold the middle mouse button, which is the wheel, and pan that way. All right. Then we need to slice the bottom of our design off, aka cut it. All right. It's called the cut tool. So we use the cut tool. If you hover your mouse over this center area of the tool, it creates this yellow sphere, and you can slice where you need to slice to cut off a decent amount of the bottom there so that it has a nice flat space to build up on. And then we are going to keep all the settings that are here by default. If you need to change things, then you can. And then hit perform cut. Depends on your design. We now slice the bottom off. We're going to click off of everything so we can select these separately now. I'm going to hit the bottom part that we don't need and hit the delete key on the keyboard. It deletes. There we go. Because we have our first color set to yellow, we can already see that it's set to yellow. That's great. But we're going to select our object, and we're going to go to our multi-material painting, and we're going to select the second color as orange, and we're going to select Smart Fill this time. And Smart Fill using the the right mouse button to do the second color and fill in the edges here with the Smart Fill tool. All right, the brush would enable us to brush a color on if we wanted to. Control Z undoes. All right. And yeah, that's about it. If you wanted to change the color of our rubber ducky, you could go over here and make it green, for example. And now extruder 1 is green, and with the smart fill turned on, hitting the left mouse button now turns him green. All right, but I want my guy yellow. So I'm going to leave it as Prusa PLA and change the color to yellow. There we go. And that's that. Next up, we're going to slice our design so that the 3D printer can see our design in color. All right. It creates the updated wipe tower. I call it a mess tower. All right. It's the same thing. If I say wipe tower or mess tower, that's what I'm talking about right there. Notice how it stays at the height of our duck. Every time it builds that up and makes it so it works. It stays with the height. All right. If you needed to, you can go to feature type. You can see overhangs, for example. The little chin is probably going to be a little overhang, and there's a little bit of overhang that the printer thinks it can't handle, but I am pretty confident that that will print perfectly fine. It looks like it's building up nicely. All right. There's a certain degrees, about 60 degrees from top down, from straight up and down through the head down to the body line. Going to the right, if you went 60 degrees down, that's what our printer can handle. So it should be all right. All right, next up, you hit export. Save the file as a G-code file. All right. And save the file as a project file. Save project, 3MF. It's, for me, going to say it already exists. I would click no because I want to change the name. Let's see here too. There we go. Because I did a different one before. And now I have the 3MF file saved. That'll open in Prusa Slicer, and you can change and edit your design, but it'll also allow you to make multiples and do things like that in Prusa Slicer. All right. If you want to see your colors again, you have to select the legend and go up to color prompt. There it is. That is everything that you need to know in order to get color on your design.